Hey, ladies and gentlemen, it is called Sigma 56 here, back with another Vorkath banger, episode 71 this time around. Alright, let's pot up. Ooh, wait. Forgot I had my volume, my in-game volume turned all the way down. Excuse me. Let's use the Divine and the Anti-Venom. And hope for the best. Yeah. It is a relaxing Thursday evening here where I am, and yeah, I just decided that, the clock is ticking and, I don't want it to get too close to midnight. I could already kind of see the doctor from my window, kind of waving at me like, hey, if you're not gonna do daily Vorkaths, then I'm gonna come blast through your door, mate. And I was like, oh, okay. And now here I am. Yeah, totally not here with a gun pointed at my head or anything like that. But, you know how it is, guys. Sometimes you do things because you want to. You volunteer from you free will to do these things, but sometimes in life you have a gun pointed at you, and yeah, that's how it goes sometimes. I mean, I'm sure that there are some of you guys who haven't had a gun pointed at your head like that, but for me, the doctor is always watching. If I would, open up my curtain a little bit here, let me see. Yeah, if I look outside like that a little bit, I can see the doctor in there, and out there I can see it. I can see him loud and clear. I can see him, and I don't want him to get anywhere near me. So, yeah, thankfully he's taking slow but steady steps away. Especially after the first kill, he was like, okay, he's doing his daily Vorkaths, alright. And yeah, I can see him slowly backing off, so that is a relief, for sure. We have endured 71 days after all so far, so I don't see why we wouldn't be able to make another one of these. I just gotta wonder, when I am finally released from my prison, my captivity, my prison, at the end of this year. Ooh, let me dodge the acid there. Yeah, I had to wonder, like, is the doctor really gonna be satisfied with that? Like, I don't know, I know for a fact that, once it's been a year, or in other words, 365 episodes, that would be the end. But I am not sure if the doctor will cooperate with me on that. So it's gonna be a little bit nerve-wracking, I suppose. Episode 365, guys. At the end of this year, it'll be a long time until that. The summertime will come around and go, and then the winter will come, the fall, autumn. There's still a lot of time in the year. And yeah, the day I will depart with this adventure, I'm not sure if the doctor will let me go. It's kind of like one of those life's biggest questions, like what happens after death, What really happens after death? What really happens after I've done a year of Vorkath? Will the doctor finally let me go? If I stop uploading when it's episode 365, when I've fulfilled my purpose and brought my journey to an end, do you guys think the doctor will let me go? I don't know it. I don't know it myself either. So I'm just as lost in all of this as you guys are. Yeah, we are all on the same boat, I suppose you could say. All in the same boat. Take a little sip of divine, dodge the fireball. We all in the same ship, guys, the same boat. And I can't help but wonder, you know, after my journey comes to an end, like I said, at the end of the year, at episode 365, the next day following that, if I don't upload anything, you guys have no way of knowing whether the doctor actually got me or whether I managed to escape his grasp. Well, actually, perhaps you might hear from me if I did manage to escape from him, but Lady Fortune is a little bit, you know, funky like that. So, I have really no way of knowing. That is a very peculiar drop we just got. We got emerald bolt tips, alright. Well, not too peculiar, perhaps. You know, we have gotten them before, right? Where are they? 330. And how many did we just get? 27. Huh. I suppose they're not as rare as I thought. But definitely a drop among the drops. Like, that's 1,377 GP. So, oof. But you know, some drops are okay. They are fine. They don't need to necessarily be the most expensive drops, you know, because I've had this really long philosophical pondering. Like, you know, guys, imagine a world where there wouldn't be any common drops, right? If there was a world without any common drops, and there would only be rare ones, the rare ones wouldn't be that rare, would they? And I suppose what makes the rare drops actually rare is the chance that you don't get them necessarily every time you go and kill something. I messed up my loot pile. Oh well. Let's go for the last one, guys. I am ready to go to sleep. But you know, guys, like I said, you know, red drops wouldn't be rare if, you know, there were no common drops. So that's one way to put it. But I suppose how you could also phrase this is that maybe, and just maybe, the drops that we got are the friends we made along the way. Isn't that right, guys? A beautiful saying. Maybe the drops we got are the friends we made along the way. Beautiful. And you know, guys, if you have a situation going on in your life where you don't have friends, then guess what? I will volunteer to be yours. So from this day forward, you and I, yep, you right there behind the screen, will be my friend. Unless we are friends already. In that case, I suppose our friendship shall flourish even more. But if you do not have friends, I volunteer to be one. Let's pick up the loot here, guys, and see what it's worth. Drop some of the dragon hide, maybe, and pick up the bones. We got a torstal seed too. Interesting. Let's see the price check. 232k from the bones. My goodness, they have been trending down a lot. Let's see the runic high shields, magic logs, chaos runes, emerald bolt tips, blah blah blah, blah blah blah. Let's add the dragon play legs, the big ones. 767k. All right. I mean, yeah, that's decent. Could it be worse? Could it be better? But that's what we got for today. So, once again, thank you guys for watching today's episode of Vorkath Today Keeps the Doctor Away, episode 71. This was Cold Sigma 56, and I'll see you guys tomorrow, as always. Goodbye.